In today's video, we're heading to Calabria in southern Italy to look at two homes. Both of them are set inside historic borgos with open views toward the sea, and both are priced far below what many people usually imagine when they think about a sea view property in Europe. One of them is even listed at just 12,000 euros. But what makes this interesting is that these homes are not simply cheap. One of them looks out over old village rooftops, a green valley, and the Tyrrhenian Sea in the distance, but it is almost a full renovation project from the ground up. The other feels more balanced on paper, closer to the coast, and more layered in the way the space can be used, but it also comes with a fragmented layout, multiple levels, and several separate entrances, which means the real living experience is not as simple as the square meters might suggest. If you find videos like this helpful, make sure to like and subscribe. That support really helps us keep going and keep bringing you more interesting homes in the journeys ahead. And now, let's begin today's journey. Acquappesa gives off a different feeling from Sangineto, even though both sit in historic borgos in Calabria and both look out toward the sea in their own way. If Sangineto feels like a small home that would need to be brought back to life almost from scratch, Acquappesa feels a little more practical from the very beginning. It is a small town set between the old hill village above and the Tyrrhenian coast below, where you can still clearly feel the local rhythm in the old streets, while also staying fairly close to the sea, the train station, and the basic services people actually need in daily life. And that closer connection to the coast is what makes Acquappesa feel like more than just an old village. It also carries a bit of the feeling of a place that could work as a short holiday base, or somewhere you return to regularly throughout the year without feeling too cut off from real convenience. And it is in that setting that our second apartment appears, with a price that is still very low, but gives off a different feeling from the first one. This property is listed at 18,000 euros for 75 square meters, which comes to around 240 euros per square meter. Compared with the wider market, that is still a very low number. The average asking price in Acquappesa is currently around 745 euros per square meter. That means this apartment is priced about 68% below Acquappesa's own average and around 75% below the wider averages for the province and the region. In terms of layout, this is an apartment with 4 rooms, 2 bathrooms on paper, a balcony, sea views, and an attic space on the top floor. It is spread across 4 levels, has 3 independent entrances, sits on the ground floor, has no elevator, faces east and west, was built in 1965, and currently has no heating system. Just that description already tells you this is not the kind of home with a simple, clean layout in the usual sense. According to the listing, the ground floor has 1 room and 1 bathroom, the first floor has 1 room and another bathroom located outside, the second floor has 1 room, and the third floor is the attic with a sea view balcony. What makes this property easy to notice is the unusual combination of a low asking price, a distance of only about 2 kilometers from the sea, and a multi-level structure with 3 separate entrances, something that could open up different ways of organizing the space for the right buyer. If you think about everyday life, Acquappesa feels fairly easy to understand. The nearest Conad supermarket is about 1.9 kilometers away. Farmacia Acquappesa is inside the comune. Schools like Acquappesa Marina and the local middle school are both along Via Marina. The nearest hospital is Ospedale Giovanni Inelli in Cetrado, about 5 kilometers away. The nearest train station is Acquappesa, and Lamezia Terme Airport is around 77 kilometers away. So, if you compare it with other low-cost Borgo properties, Acquappesa is actually closer to the sea and to basic services than many other options. On top of that, the area also has places that add more lifestyle value, like Scoglio della Regina and the Terme Lugignana complex, which means both the coastal side and the thermal tourism side are close by. In other words, this is not just an old village house, it is an old village house in an area that also comes with a clear sea and wellness story around it. Because of that, this apartment can suggest more than one possible use. It could work as a low-budget second home near the sea. It could also become a very distinctive holiday rental project if the buyer really knows how to rethink the layout. And if you only look at the price per square meter, the sea view, and the fact that the coast is only about 2 kilometers away, a lot of people could easily see this as a property worth thinking about seriously. But like the other low-cost homes in this video, the reality side still needs to be said clearly. The main risk here is not that the home is completely unlivable in the way Sangineto might be. The real issue is the fragmented layout and the inconvenience that could come with using it every day. 4 levels inside a home of only 75 square meters means the living space is broken up quite heavily. 3 independent entrances may sound flexible, but they can also make the home feel less connected, especially for a buyer who wants something simple. And the fact that 1 bathroom sits outside on one of the levels is a very important detail because it directly affects the daily living experience.
Still, if we look at it fairly, those limitations may become easier to accept once they are placed next to the asking price of 18,000 euros. This is not the right home for someone who wants modern comfort right away. It is also not the ideal choice for someone who wants a flat, simple layout with fewer stairs and fewer surprises. But for a buyer who accepts that an old Borgo home near the sea will always come with its own trade-offs, and who genuinely sees value in the distance to the coast, the open view toward the Tyrrhenian, and the unusual character of a multi-level structure, this property still has a very real kind of appeal. And maybe this is the question worth sitting with here. When a home in the historic center of Acquappesa, with sea views, multiple levels, multiple entrances, and only about 2 kilometers from the coast, is offered at 18,000 euros, what do you notice first? The potential to reshape it into something that fits your own way of living, or the very real inconveniences that its layout would ask you to live with every day?
Sangineto is the kind of place that makes life feel slower almost the moment you start picturing it. It is a historic borgo in Calabria, where narrow stone streets, old tiled roofs, and a landscape opening out between a green valley and the Tyrrhenian Sea create a feeling that is very different from busier places. Life here does not run on urgency. It moves with the light of the day, with the weather, with small things repeated often enough that they become a rhythm of their own. A morning here might begin with a short walk through the village centre, looking down over the green land below and then farther out toward the line of the sea. That mix of old village life and open views is exactly what gives this place its character. And in that setting, our first apartment appears with a price that honestly feels crazy. It is located at Via San Vincenzo 25, Sangineto, and it is listed at 12,000 euros for 73 square meters of commercial area. Broken down by size, that comes to only around 164 euros per square meter. That is an extremely low number compared with the local market. The average asking price in Sangineto is currently around 1,386 euros per square meter. That means this apartment is priced about 88% below Sangineto's own average and more than 82% below the wider averages for the province and the region. That alone explains why it can immediately catch the eye of anyone looking for a very low entry point in southern Italy. In terms of layout, this is a duplex apartment spread across 2 levels, with 4 rooms, a balcony, an exclusive terrace, sea views, old stone walls, and exposed wooden beam ceilings. But there is one very important detail. The apartment currently has no bathroom. The listing confirms 73 square meters of commercial area, but the usable space is only about 45 square meters. According to the description, the lower floor has 2 main spaces, while the upper floor adds 2 more rooms with exposed wooden ceilings and access to the private terrace. And that private terrace is really the standout feature here. From there you can look out over the tiled rooftops of the Borgo, the green valley below, and farther off toward the Tyrrhenian Sea. At a price like this, having an outdoor space with that kind of open view is clearly not something you come across often. When it comes to daily life, this is not the kind of place where everything sits right at your doorstep, like in a big city, but it is not isolated either. Pharmacia Falas Carmela is located along Via Giacomo Matteotti. The nearest school is Sangineto Centre on the same road. The bus stop near the centre is at Via Giacomo Matteotti 89. The nearest Conad supermarket is about 5.7 kilometers away. The nearest bank is around 5.2 kilometers away. Ospedale Giovanni Iannelli in Cetraro is about 8.2 kilometers away, which is still just a short drive. Lamezia Terme Airport is around 82.4 kilometers away. And the emotional value of this area does not come only from the sea. Sangineto also sits between the medieval Borgo, the surrounding woods, and the green landscape around it. So living here feels like more than just being close to the coast. It feels like being inside a place with much more depth to its scenery. From a financial point of view, this apartment is very easy to notice. 164 euros per square meter is an extremely low number, and it creates a pretty large margin of safety if a buyer approaches it as a renovation project to keep as a second home or a distinctive holiday home. But this is also where the reality needs to be said very clearly. This property does not just need renovation. It is missing some of the most basic conditions for living. There is no bathroom, no heating, the energy performance is unclear, and the risk side suggests that the buyer would need to be ready for a full renovation, including electrical work, plumbing, damp treatment, waterproofing, and the legal process of creating a new bathroom. Because it sits in the historic centre, both the cost and the timeline of the renovation could also increase due to narrow access, traditional materials, and local technical requirements. In other words, the purchase price is only the first step. You could easily end up spending another 30 to 40,000 euros if you want to turn this into the kind of refined home you might be imagining. But if we follow the logic of properties like this, the low purchase price is exactly what makes those issues something you can weigh more realistically. This is not the kind of place for someone who wants to buy and move in right away, but for someone with renovation experience, a technical team behind them, and a real appreciation for the value of a Seaview terrace inside an old Bordeaux, this could still be a project worth thinking about. Not because it is easy, but because if it is done well, its character could end up being much stronger than that of many ordinary budget homes. And maybe the real question here is not whether it is good or bad, but whether it feels right for you. Let us know in the comments, because we would really love to hear what you think. By the time we reach the end of today's journey, what stays with us is probably not just the fact that both homes started at numbers far lower than what many people usually imagine when they think about property near the sea in Europe. What lingers a little longer is the feeling that even within the same low price range, each home opens up a very different way of thinking about life, ownership, and what we are actually willing to accept in exchange for a different rhythm of living. One of them catches your attention right away because of how raw but how vivid it feels. A private terrace looking out over village rooftops, a green valley, and the sea in the distance. The other feels more practical, closer to the coast, almost as if it stands between two different worlds. On one side, the old hill village. On the other, a coastal life that feels nearer and easier to reach. But maybe the most important thing to take away from this video is not which one looks more appealing at first glance. What matters more is the reminder that a low-cost home is not just a cheap asset, it is a lifestyle choice, and that choice only becomes meaningful when you really understand the price you may have to pay beyond the purchase number itself. And maybe that is exactly why videos like this are worth watching all the way through. At first, people usually stop because of the number, but the longer they stay, the less the price is the thing that remains. What stays is the feeling of beginning to place yourself inside each home. A morning stepping out onto a terrace and looking over the valley and the sea, in a house that still needs a great deal of work before it can truly become a real home. Or an afternoon going down to the coast near Acquappesa, then coming back to your own multi-level home in the old village, where nothing is perfect, but the place still holds a kind of character that is very hard to replace. Homes like these do not promise an easy life right away, but for the right person, with the right budget and the right expectations, they can open the door to a different kind of life. Not a more glamorous one, but one that feels lighter, slower, and less burdened than life in markets where the cost of owning a home has become a nearly constant pressure. So if it were up to you, after seeing both options today, which one would make you pause a little longer? The ultra-cheap home in Sangineto, with a kind of beauty that comes at the cost of an almost full renovation? Or the home in Acquappesa, closer to the sea and easier to picture on the surface, but one that asks you to accept a layout that is far from simple in real life? If you want to, leave your thoughts in the comments below. We always read them carefully, because very often it is the viewer's perspective that makes a journey like this feel far more real. Thank you for staying with us all the way to the end of the video. If this way of looking at things feels helpful to you, you can subscribe and keep following along on the next journeys ahead. There are still many more doors for us to open across Europe. No rush, no sugarcoating, just a clearer way of seeing things, so life can feel a little lighter.